G'day everybody and welcome back to the PokeAustralia YouTube channel. As you can see, I'm on the Pokemon trading card game online today. I said previously that I wasn't going to be playing this too much. I finished work late tonight, didn't really have anything ready to be uploaded, and still wanted to get a video out, so I'm quickly going to record a couple of games, one or two with Double Volcanion. We'll just see how long these games go for. I believe my opponent might be playing an Yveltal deck here, just because they are playing a dark colorless deck and they do have this Yveltal coin. I'm going to be starting with a lone shaman, unfortunately, in my hand. My hand's not horrible. I'll probably upload this list onto the Facebook page, so be sure to check that out there. Alrighty, so my opponent, I believe they're going to be playing Yveltal. I could be wrong, and they are playing Yveltal. Okay, so I think I might just Floatstone the Shaman because I might be Sycamoring here. It looks like I'm going to Sycamore. I'm going to leave all that stuff in there. I'll play the Floatstone down. I may as well Skyfield here. My opponent probably thinks I'm playing Mega Ray, and I'm just going to Sycamore. Okay, so hopefully I can draw into a Hooper here. This isn't too bad. I should be able to work with this hand. I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Sycamore and the Fire Energy. I don't really know if I need to take the Hooper now. I probably won't. I think I'll probably just take... you know what? I'll take the Hooper. I don't want to bench too much stuff though, just in case my opponent drops a Parallel City. I want to be able to... Well, I should be okay to bench. I should be okay. Just thinking about it in my head. I'm probably going to retreat, hopefully into a Baby Volcanion here. So best I'll be losing one Volcanion EX if my opponent does Parallel City me. I might hold on to a Volcanion though in my hand. We're going to Max Elixir, fail that one, and then Shaman set up for 4 here, and hoping to draw the Baby Volcanion. And I draw an Ultra Ball, which is close enough, I guess. I think I might just discard the two fire energies here, take a Baby Volcanion, retreat, and even if a Parallel City does come down, I will just leave myself with these 3 Volcanions here. And that'll probably be my turn. I don't think I really want to bench this guy here. I'm just going to pass. Next turn I've got a couple of options. I could Fisherman, and I think that might be my play, is just Fisherman, steam up enough times to do... I wish this thing had a Fury Belt on it. I think I'm going to have to steam up 3 times to really do the amount of damage I want to do. I want to be able to do a minimum of 90 damage next turn, so if I can draw a Fury Belt, that'd be great. My opponent's going to Chaos Tower. Okay, so this is only dropping me by 1 at this point, which is okay. So this kind of confuses me. I don't really know what this is. Chaos Tower, so... it's hard to read upside down. Can't be asleep or paralyzed, and I can't be confused or poisoned. I don't think either of us are going to have a problem with that here. I'm not really sure what the Chaos Tower is there for. We're going to see an N come down from my opponent, which is alright, I guess. There's no real way I could knock out this Yveltal this turn, so that's fine. And my hand is actually pretty good from this. I'm going to be able to put some energies on some Volcanion EXs. And we're going to see another Shaman coming down from my opponent. If I can hit these Max Elixirs, I've got an energy retrieval. So I'm going to be able to get some energies back. I'll be able to attach Steam up. I've got a Trainer's Mail and a Floatstone to go into one of these Volcanions just in case they are Lysanded. I could put an... I think I'll just Floatstone one of these guys. And then we're going to Max Elixir once. We'll go into one of these guys. We'll go into the one without the Floatstone. Or the one with... Actually, you know what? We'll go to the one with the Floatstone. I was pretty much guaranteed to hit both of those. I missed one earlier in the game, which was odd. I played 12 energies in here, so it's kind of weird to miss a Max Elixir. We're going to Energy Retrieval. And I believe that's both Energy Retrievals gone. Yeah, I played 2, I think. So we'll attach Steam up once. I probably should Trainer's Mail, actually, before I did that. Anyway, we'll Trainer's Mail here. And we'll grab a Fury Belt, which is great. Just because I think the math's going to work out in my favor here. I'll take 60. I've now got 170 and 2, 4, 6. Okay, I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, so we get another Skyfield down, which is great. I'm going to play... I may as well play this 4th Volcanion. Maybe in that Flareon there. Just as something to put onto... put energies onto this Flareon. I think I might start doing this. Start to pair up this Flareon, because if my opponent next turn... I'm assuming my opponent doesn't play Parallel City here. It'd be weird if they did. They still could play Parallel City, I guess. We're going to... Trainer's Mail, I guess. And we're going to take the N off of this one. And then we'll steam up once again. And we can start to get some energies onto some more Volcanions. I would have liked another baby Volcanion here. And we're going to Power Heat now. This should be 90 damage, yep, and I'll take 60. We will attach a Fire Energy to Flareon and to this Volcanion with the Float Stone, just because that one can free retreat after I attack with it, of course. Okay, cool. Pokemon no longer shows how much damage is on a Pokemon, so you have to click onto them. That's cool. Great update. So Volcanic Heat, of course, this Pokemon can't attack during my next turn, so being able to free retreat that into something else that can attack is very nice. I'm going to be able to take a knockout on this Yveltal this turn. Zoroark coming down is quite scary. I kind of didn't even see them put the Zoroark down. Maybe if they did that, if I saw them do that, I probably wouldn't have put so much bench Pokemon down. It should be okay, because most of my, well, all of my Pokemon can knock out this Zoroark in one hit. So I think at this point I'm pretty comfortable. I might just, I've already gone through 4 Sycamores so far. That's incredible. So I've got a couple of options next turn. I could N, and I actually think I might just N. We'll see what my opponent plays. If they get the DCE here onto that Zoroark and can knock us out, and they are going to be able to do this, then we're going to be able to chuck up this Flareon and kind of get a revenge knockout on them. And then Yveltal doesn't really have enough energies on it to get a knockout, so we'll go up into the Shaman with the Float Stone. So let's see what my opponent takes. Probably the Yveltal EX, or possibly, I didn't even see what that card was. Good job, me. Well, I was expecting either the Yveltal or VS Seeker. I didn't quite see what that was. I think I'm just going to N here, because I'm pretty confident that I should be able to draw into the stuff I want here. So we're going to be able to go Volcanion down, touch a Fury Belt. We can put the Fire Energy here, and then I'm going to Flash Fire, and I'll probably move it off this one. I don't really need the energy there. I only really need the energy to attack with one Volcanion, and I've already got 2 on the other, so I may as well just leave them there. And then I'm going to Blaze Ball for the knockout here, taking my first prize for the game. And now my opponent really doesn't have much going for him. I've got 2 VS Seekers in my hand, and I can just VS Seeker for Lysander twice here, and Blaze Ball for knockouts on these Shamans. Of course, my opponent brings up this Yveltal EX. It's got 80 damage remaining onto it. So I can even Blaze Ball this thing. We're going to see an N coming down from my opponent. Ideally, I would like to have kept that Float Stone in my hand so I can put the Float Stone on this Flareon. I do try into another one. And we're going to see an Evil Ball here for 120. So I think I might start to put some more energies onto this Volcanion down here. We'll Float Stone this guy. This is quite annoying, having to go into this. So we got 50 left. If I can hit an Elixir, I'd prefer to attack with Volcanion for the knockout. I do draw into another VS Seeker, so I'm going to take the N, just because, actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to VS Seeker for a Lysander on this guy. I'd rather play this slower paced game than allow my opponent to set up another Zoroark who just come and knock out anything I put up. So this is what we're going to do, and we're just going to Blaze Ball for the knockout. I don't really need a Flash Fire. I don't really need to do anything. I kind of wish I spotted that a bit earlier, so I could have retreated into this guy and used a Steam Up and then knocked it out with a Power Heater. and attach 2 energies to 2 bench Pokemon, but it doesn't really matter too much. My opponent going to play another Zoroark. If they don't end me here, I'm just going to VS Seeker and Lysander once again. My opponent does get rid of his Super Rod. Probably going to take a Shaman. They're going to take the Zoroark. Okay. So they can't evolve it this turn, which is fine. Yveltal is going to be a knockout here, which is alright. As long as I can draw into another energy. If I don't draw into another energy, I might be forced to end, and ending my opponent down to 3 at this point will probably be pretty good. Let's see if I can remember what they've taken. They've taken the Yveltal and the VS Seeker for that one. If I can top deck the energy here, I don't top deck the energy. I'm all out of Shamans, so I might be forced to just end right now, which is... Wow, I only have 8 cards left in deck. That's incredible. So, I think... I'd really like to Power Heater this turn. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. For 30, 60, and I can't. I do have a Fisherman in hand, which is quite good, and a VS Seeker, so I'm just going to retreat to this guy and Steam Artillery and take 2 prizes, and if one of these prizes is a Fire Energy, there's not much my opponent can really do to come back from this, and they're not Fire Energies. They're going to go up into the Shaman. If they miss the Zoroark here, I'm pretty comfortable there. We're going to see a Bursting Balloon coming down onto the Zoroark, a Trainer's Mail. Oh, they could draw it into a Supporter here. Anything but a Sycamore. We're going to see an Echo Arm. Okay, that is fine by me. They're only going to get back 1 Bursting Balloon. As long as this card's not a Sycamore, I think we have pretty much won this game. And it's a Sycamore. Wonderful. My opponent kind of hesitated. I wasn't expecting them to get it. Okay, this makes things a bit tougher. Well, there isn't a DC on the Zoroark yet, and my opponent actually is going to concede. So I'll play one more quick game with Volcanion. Beat Yveltal, so let's play another one with this one real quick. Let's just jump straight in. Come on. We've got to go up the versus ladder a bit. I have not... this one, man, I don't really play PTCGO all that much. I haven't played in so long. Alrighty. Let's go again. And we might be able to get some Bidoofs and some Bibrils. Alright, let's see what my opponent is playing this time. Fighting colorless, probably Zygarde. Zygarde Regirock, possibly, or just like Carbink. We'll have to wait and see. My opponent is choosing who goes first here. And I've got a pretty terrible start, to be honest with you. I'm going to start with the Volcanion EX. I think that's my best bet anyway. I'd rather start with that than the Hooper or the Shaman here. If I can draw into a baby Volcanion, oh, we're going to see Machamp. Okay. They weren't playing Grass Pokemon, so they're not playing Machamp Eidos. Primal Groudon it could be, and it looks like this is going to be just some rogue fighting stuff here. They do put down the Scorched Earth, which I'm actually a big fan of seeing. If I can draw into a Fire Energy, that would be heaps good, especially if I could draw into a baby Volcanion that I can max Elixir to. That would be wonderful. My opponent is going to end me though, which is fine. First turn end isn't too big of a deal anymore, especially with things like Shaman. You can usually draw out of it, and as you can see here, I've drawn into a much better hand than what I had before. I'm going to be able to Scorched Earth to draw 2. Okay, we'll play it out as we go. Okay, so we draw into another Fire Energy, which is wonderful. We can play this Volcanion down, Scorched Earth, discard a Fire Energy, draw 2 cards, and would you look at that, a Floatstone, marvelous. We'll play down this, we'll attach a Fire. I really hope I've got that other Shaman in here, because I am going to Ultra Ball away the Shaman and the Fire, and really hope that I haven't prized the other Shaman, which I haven't. Wonderful. Oh god, I've prized 2 Volcanion EX. I wonder if it... No, okay, we're going to take the Hooper. I was debating whether or not it was worth it, but it does allow us to get 1 more Volcanion down. So losing that other beating down 2 Volcanions already is kind of sucky. I may as well take the Flareon because I'm going to Power Heater this turn. So I may as well take that Flareon EX. Maybe I should have left the bench space open. Well, I might be able to draw into a Skyfield. Okay, and we'll Shaman set up to draw 5 cards. Hopefully we can draw a supporter off of this. Ideally an N would be marvelous. We're going to Trainer's Mail. We're going to take ourselves possibly a Lysander. Or should we just go for the Elixir and put on some pressure? Maybe. Let's go for Elixir number 1. We get a Fire Energy. I'll put this one down onto the Flareon. And then I'll Max Elixir number 2 to go onto the Volcanion. So then I can set up for next turn knockout against this Machamp. So Power Heater will put an energy onto Volcanion and onto Flareon. Okay, so we're in a pretty good position. I could have played the Skyfield there. I didn't really want to. I'd rather keep this out as long as I can draw some cards. I do have another Fire Energy in hand, so I can do that. Which is kind of a risky play because if I miss the energy off of it, well, I think I might just see what I draw in my next hand. Oh, we're gonna see a Delinquent. Okay, so now this changes everything. I think the smart thing to do is keep this Fire Energy in our hand and get a knockout next turn. They could also play another Scored Dirt down, which would allow us to draw 2 more cards. It'd be great if we could top deck a Sycamore here. I don't know how likely that is for us. 32 cards in deck. We haven't seen one yet. So my opponent confuses themselves. We get a Lysander here. How much damage is on them? So 190 out of 220. So what? Did my damage not? Huh. I don't think my damage from the... Did it? A for 30 last turn, and I definitely used the Steam Up. So we can probably just... My opponent is confused. So I'm debating really what I want to do with this energy here. We got 6 seconds. I'm just going to do this. I'm panicking under the time. I was trying to do the maths. Steam Artillery is not a knockout. Maybe that was the wrong play. So I'm just going to Power Heater once again for another 30. My opponent's confused. Good chance they might not attack me. I got no energy in the discard. Okay. Even if they do knock me out here, I can go up into the Flareon and Flare Blitz the energy from this Volcanion onto the Flareon and knock it out that way. I believe. Oh, 160. Okay, no, I can't do that. I'm gonna need to draw into another energy card. I could alternatively just Lysander the Groudon and stall for a bit. Finding energy, going down to that Groudon. My opponent really hasn't done much. Neither have I really. I'm in a better position than my opponent. But I would still like to draw into a supporter. 31 cards left in deck where my opponent's going to Shauna here. Get themselves a fresh 5. Luckily they're going to Primal Evolve. So now I can't even Lysander this Primal Groudon because of the Primal Groudon's trait. It prevents me from being able to Lysander. I could Lysander, it would just fail. So there's no real point to play. We're going to see a Mega Turbo come down. I don't even think at this point I'd want to bring this up. The dream here is my opponent... Okay, my opponent's going to switch. Never mind. So hoping my opponent... And another switch, okay. So we're going to see another Steaming Mad for a knockout. Oh, hold on. What? Did that just knock out my Fury Belt? Hold up. Let's check the logs here. Did 130 to my Volcanion and it had a Fury Belt on it. What? Ah, you see? This is why I don't like PTCGO. Because things like this happen. So we can Flare Blitz and Energy. Flare Blitz. Actually, do we need to? 160, so I can just attach 110. Yeah, we'll just attach it and double steam ups, I think. And another steam up. And Blaze Ball for the knockout. 170. Okay, so now I'm a little disappointed. My Volcanion should not be knocked out right now. Oh, they were going to see 2 Volcanions. And I don't even think I really want to play them here. Luckily, even if my opponent gets the energies on, they're going to also need a stadium to knock us out. And they don't have it. Okay, so we can kind of just... I don't really want to play that stadium down, because if they've got another energy, I'm going to 240 Flash Fire and bring the energy up, and Blaze Ball for 130, meaning I can be able to 2-shot this guy. Even if an energy comes down, they do need a stadium card as well. I think we might have this one as well. They're going to need a stadium and an energy here to knock out this Flareon EX. There is a VS Seeker. They've taken the Shauna. They could have also taken an N. I suppose I really haven't done much. I probably should have benched a Volcanion just in case of that. We're going to see an energy coming down and Groudon. And do they find a stadium from this? A Fury Belt onto that Groudon. And just a Gaia Volcano for 120 damage. We're going to survive. The Gaia Volcano, we draw into a VS Seeker, which we... I mean, it can get us a Fisherman, which I might do, actually. Just so I can potentially steam up again next turn. I think I'll hold on to these energies. I could attach them, but I think it's better, well, because if I attach them, I'm doing 20 more for each. If I steam up, I'm doing 30 more for each, so it's better to just hold on to them here. And we're just going to Blaze Ball once again for the knockout on this Primal Groudon. And I think that'll pretty much wrap up the game here, especially if I can draw another Fire Energy. Okay, if I can top deck another Fire Energy, I might be able to pull off 4 steam ups here. I could drop the Skyfield. Of course, that is if this thing doesn't knock me out. I'm going to say a Skylar from my opponent. I'm not really sure what they could take here that could help them, except if it was an Ultra Ball and just get the Primal Groudon down, but even then, it would be relying off a top deck. Maybe it's best if they just try and take a Sycamore here. At the moment, I'm hitting for 130, 161. Yeah, I've definitely got the knockout regardless, unless they can find a way to really deal with this Flareon EX. And I just don't see a way of them being able to deal with it. I can't think of a card right now that would give them an advantage here. Ripclaw, they're going to need too much stuff to get that thing going. They're going to need 2 energies on it. They can't do that. Even then, they would actually fall 10 short of being able to knock out Flareon. They would be able to discard an energy, but even then, I've got 3 energy in hand. They know I used Fisherman last turn. I think my opponent's probably just going to concede here, because there's not really a way out of this situation, except for possibly a Mega that could buy them in 1 more turn. So we'll have to see, will they Mega Evolve here? Or Primal Evolve, I suppose. Primal Reversion. Whatever you want to call it. I honestly don't think my opponent's got it. And my opponent's going to pass turn. So there we have it, guys. I'm just going to be able to steam up once. Steam up twice. Oh, actually... am I going to be able to? So now I'm hitting for 130, 160, 190, 220. I think that's a knockout. I'm going to play this just in case. I'm pretty sure that is a knockout now. If I'm not mistaken, Blaze Ball should be a knockout just with his Fury Bolt. 230 damage. Okay, sweet. So that is Double Volcanion. Can you believe in that game too, we didn't play a single draw supporter? Not one. We dead drew and we still won. Mind you, it was against a pretty rogue fighting deck, Primal Groudon, I guess you could call it. So that was Double Volcanion. As I said, I'll put the link on the deck list on our Facebook page. There's a link in the description for that one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time, where hopefully I'll be able to bring you another real-life video that's not on PTCGO. As I said at the beginning, I finished work rather late today and didn't really have time to finish editing anything that I've already got. Hopefully I'll be able to give another Mega Rayquaza deck list tomorrow, hopefully, because I've got one of those ready to go. I just need to finish editing. I've also got game 2 from the playtesting between me and Connor, so hopefully one of those 2 videos will go out tomorrow. If you enjoy the PTCGO stuff, just let me know. I'll try and continue it to a lesser extent to what I have said in the video. I did an update where I talked about PTCGO, and they continue to impress me by removing the damage counters on our Pokemon. Okay, but yes, that's all I got for you today, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.